Hello, my beautiful people. What's going on? Who knows? Who knows what goes on with my hair? All right, ready for a rune pool reading? Just sent off a group of hikers, young folks who are awesome, 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 awesome. So, good morning. Had to do some work, taking my lunch break a little early because I have meetings over lunch break. I don't know why people schedule meetings over the noon hour. When we're supposed to be eating. So I'm going to take my lunch break now and pull some runes. So pull out our Iona stones. And we will do, let's see, did we do a Celtic Cross yesterday? Did we do 3 Norns? I don't know. I feel like doing a Celtic Cross now, so we're going to do Celtic Cross. What is our present energy? This reading may resonate for me, may resonate for you, maybe all of us. Remember that runestones do not predict the future. This is the Elder Futhark alphabet. Okay, present energy is Nothis, which is thorn. And what got us here? Winjo, which is joy. And what are the forces that we cannot control? Thurisaz. This is thorn, sorry. Thurisaz is a thorn. Nothis is a need, necessity. What are the forces we can control? Fehu. Abundance. What is potential outcome? Algis. All right, so I'm going to take a hot minute and think about these stones, and I will be right back. All right, so this reading doesn't resonate with me, but there's definitely a message out here for somebody watching. So the Nothis stone is all about need, like sort of that feeling like, oh God, not this again, like something that's going on, and you were like, you were going along great, like it was awesome, things were great and awesome, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, really, like again, no, like what, right? So I'm in a really good mood today, so but this isn't my present energy. So so definitely this is somebody else. So the thing that you can't control is you can't control Thurisaz, which is thorn. So you can't control that these things happen, because remember that when bad things happen, it's really a lesson for us, right? So it might be a lesson that we have to learn. It's definitely a lesson that we have to learn in this life, to be more patient, or to open a new window to a new opportunity. So you're going along, things are cooking, things are going great. Slam, something happened today that's like, really? And like, but it's meant to happen. Whatever this is, it's meant to happen, because Fehu is about new beginnings. Whatever's going on here, whatever's happening today, it's about starting something new and starting something great. And that leads to to like, a really, to working together in groups, and to getting closer to spirit and getting closer to family, which is what we see in the algae stone. So so while it's not necessarily, it's never great to have a menacing stone as your present energy, which Nothis is. It is a good stone to remind us that we have lessons to learn. Like, we're here, we've chosen to take this physical form to learn lessons, and those lessons come on good days and bad days, right? So if you hike, when you're going hiking, like you get to a vista and it's like gorgeous, and then you have to like walk down, a rocky path, and it's like, oh my God, really? Like, Pennsylvania, come on, quit it with the rocks. You have to do that so that you can hike up the next mountain to get to the next nice vista. So I apologize for coughing so much. I live in eastern Pennsylvania, and the wildfires in Canada are just killing us with the smoke. And it looks, like, the end of the world here. I mean, it's worse in New York City and in Bayonne and in parts of New Jersey. But it's hazy, and it's just like, the air is like, if you're sitting at a campfire too long and you know how the smoke blows in your face and then you just can't breathe, that is the air here, and it just makes you dry. So perhaps that's not this again. That's like the first time it's ever happened. Like the last time I can think of smoke that thick, at least in the city, was 9/11. So something's going on. This too shall pass. It's meant to be a lesson. You're meant to learn from it, to grow from it, to start a new beginning, a fresh start, and that is going to bring abundance through connection and a better relationship with your friends, your family, and your higher power. Let's get a card from Celtic Spirit just to make sure we're on the right path. And we'll shuffle the cards. So, comment below if this is resonating with you, if there's something going on that you're trying to figure out the lesson. And the best way to figure out the lesson is to sit and meditate. And, and meditate does not have to be like, your legs, crisscross style and om and all that. Like, you can just sit quietly and like just ponder the lesson that you might be learning, and ask your spirit guides, ask your higher power, ask them, what lesson you're supposed to learn. Sometimes we're taught a lesson, but we don't learn it right away. I felt like that all through college algebra. They'd show me something and I'd be like, what am I ever going to need this? But you had to do it, right? You had to do the lesson. You had to learn that higher order thinking. And, you just have to do it. So it might take a few times asking spirit. They'll tell you and they'll show you, but it might take a few times till you get it. And that's okay. All right. 3 passes. We'll see if anything comes out. If nothing comes out, it means the reading stands on its own. So first pass. Anything for my viewers to help them on their path. Okay, let's pass 1. Pass 2. And pass 3. Okay, what do we got here? We have Bloodwood, which is wisdom, power, and transformation. And we have the Maiden, innocence, love, and past. So I'm getting the sense that this is a relationship issue for some of you. This is about a relationship. You thought the relationship was going really well, and then something happened. You might have found out that the person was canoodling with somebody else, or that like a friend wasn't really a friend, that they were like a false friend, which isn't a friend, but a person you thought was a friend. It could be that kind of energy. I also kind of get the energy that this might be about work. Like there might be somebody after you at work, and like you were oblivious to it, and you're going along, la la la, like I'm doing a great job, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's somebody who's trying to take you down, and you didn't know about it, because we have the Maiden here, we have that innocence, and this innocence, like the thorn has to be there, because you can't be innocent about this situation any longer, because you need to like grab your energy and lead your best life possible. So your innocence turns into wisdom, because you have to be transformed. And knowledge is the way that we get transformed. So if that resonates with anybody, please let me know. Let's also check with Earth Wisdom to see if they have any cards to share with us. We will do 3 passes, and if nothing comes out, the reading stands on its own. Say, first pass. Anything else viewers need to know? These cards are chatty. Spirit likes these cards, I think. At least they send out messages. Okay, what do we have? We have communication. We have heart healing. Now, this is definitely a love reading, or like a friendship, or family members. And divine protection. So know that you're protected. You've the thorns exist, but the thorns are meant to teach us a lesson. And whatever is going on in this relationship, and it could be a romantic relationship, or it could be a friendship situation, or a coworker, a family member, close family member, spouse, partner. You were happy, things were going great, and all of a sudden, bam, now you're in this energy of like, I don't know what's going on. Your best way is to communicate and figure out, the thorn is there for a reason. And you need a new beginning. It might be a new beginning without this person. That's always an option. But the outcome is, we're in some predictive future, but the outcome is if you take care of that new beginning, and you really do learn the lesson that's meant for you to learn, then it's really a positive outcome, because you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. So I am wishing you all the I want to pull a charm. I'm trying to practice pulling these charms, so let's pull you a charm. I'm only going to pull one because I'm just learning them and studying Nav's sheet that she gave me. And people always say, well, that's not a real thing. Listen, divination tools, you can read tea leaves, you can read banana leaves, you could read baked beans if you want to. Divination tools mean something to you, then they're worth it. See what's coming out. This thing keeps jumping into my hand. So what is it? Oh, it's a bee. How beautiful that bee is. So this is a bumblebee, and bumblebees are important, right? So we're all scared of bees, right? But we shouldn't be scared of bees, because bees are critical to our environment. And there are all kinds of bees. There's paper wasps. I have no idea why they're critical to our environment. I'm sure they are, because everything has a purpose. But bumblebees, they're important, right? And so, but they'll sting you if things, they'll literally put a thorn in you to protect themselves. So, they're critical, for making, pollen and pollinating flowers and doing their things. But there's also like the little bit of danger. Just like roses are beautiful, but they have thorns. They have thorns for a reason. So that, like, they don't get munched upon by all the animals, right? So thorns aren't necessarily bad things. So, that's the reading. I'm wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.